So everybody's been talking about this Michael B. Jordan, calling out a girl who called him corny back in high school, or actually from a podcast. Now it's recently coming out that she did a podcast not too long ago calling him corny. Now, I heard that it's not like she called him that, but she was in a discussion of people calling him corny. And he kind of put her in check. But then again, we don't really know the full context because that's in the podcast. From the way Michael B. Jordan was acting in the interview, there's a lot of shit that probably went down back in high school that he was like, all right, bet. When I see you again and I'm get to the top, I got something to say. And I think there's more to it back in high school. Because she did an interview, and this is why I hate people when they get all death threats and everything else, which I don't condone. But when they get to the point where they've been put on blast, they come out and do a video like, well, it's okay. We were all making fun of each other. That's what we used to do and all this. You know you fucked up. Because now you got to come defend your character and your integrity and all this extra shit. You fucked up. The man put you on blast because you talked this shit on podcasts. Then again, this has probably not been the first time. He probably heard wind of it multiple times. He said, I bet. But she won't be going to none of his red carpets again. He kept it cool. He kept the same energy. And then there's one person like, you're mad that someone called you corny in high school? You goddamn right. And again, we don't know the full context of what happened in high school. There might have been more than other than corny. He probably looked at it like, yeah, you call me corny, but there's all probably more stuff than that. Then again, also, too, Michael B. Jordan might have asked her ass out. And she said no to him. And then he probably like, all right, bet. Different time, different place. And now it's different. Now it's like, no, I don't need to ask you out. Nor do I want you to ask me out. I'm going to be, do what I need to do my business. That's another thing that could happen too. Do I think he's only grudged to that? No, but he left it alone. But she did make a comment in the podcast that Michael Jordan, and he was corny. Which, if you're from that era growing up in high school, they were corny people. I'm considered a corny person, especially what I do for YouTube. And it's not cool. And it's always not cool to get labels. And then it's just like, now it's a little bit different. I think now the kids are today, the labeling is not as bad as it used to be, but it's more so on social media now. But it's a whole lot different. It used to be in your face, which I think is always better than the social media shit, because social media is so bad because you got it's more people in your business than it needs to be. When it's amongst 5 or 6 people amongst your circle or maybe some other people, it's not that bad. You can control that. You can change the narrative of that. But when you got multiple people, like the whole school and everything like that, and other schools involved, that's different. But no, I agree what he did. I think he did, and he was polite with it. He didn't curse at her. Hey, you remember me calling me that? No. No, he kept the same energy. He answered her question, and he just kept it moving. She didn't like that because the woman got put on blast. And if you notice that, women don't like to be put on blast of shit they did wrong. And if there's some woman subscribers out there on my page, which I don't think so, but there is, correct me if I'm wrong. But sometimes you don't like when your significant other give you the receipts, I call it. And what I mean is, if you got a man who gives you the receipts, he's been waiting to the day you come at him. And I do that with my girlfriend constantly. I just wait. I be constantly waiting. I'm like, She's like, yeah. I was like, Then I wait. Oh, I waited. I wait too. I plot. I wait like a snake. And then as soon as she comes, you know what? Pow! Put the thing on the table and tell her straight up. Well, remember you said you didn't do this. Remember you didn't say. She'd be like, how you got a photographic memory? Because I've been waiting, plotting for your ass to say something stupid. Gotcha! And that's what I do. And because when men do that, they're not trying to get petty with you. They're trying to teach you a lesson. It's not cool for you to constantly bicker and nag over dumb stuff. But when you keep that receipt and you do the same thing, they don't like that. They rather you don't say nothing and take what they give you. I'm not that person. My girlfriend and I go back and forth all the time. Like, I tell her certain things not to say, and it's like she'll go the opposite. And it's not like my last relationship. It's more like she'll use words, and I'm like, yeah, you making it sound like it's a theft. Well, you don't like the way I'm saying it? I'm like, yeah, come on, be a little bit more considerate. Because, she said, I don't have to be. I said, okay. Then watch my ass do the same thing. Why are you saying it like that? You could be a little bit more considerate. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I said, you just did it. Like, it's the reverse psychology bullshit. So I got you. Okay. I know what I'm about to do. And then I keep doing it, and then we won't have no problem no more. But back to Michael B. Jordan. He did a good thing. I think he did the way he handled it, the way he talked it, he was good. Now she'll be very careful to say corny on there. Then the girls, I guess, whatever Frank came out, oh yeah, you corny for dating for a white woman. I'm like, so we're going back to these tropes. These women are women that I would not want to talk to. A woman come to me and be straight up like, you're corny because you're talking to a white. No, that is the problem today. You can talk to whoever you want to. Do I talk to white women? Absolutely. Do I have I dated them? Absolutely. Is it bad? No, it is not. It's okay to date outside your race. It's America. It's a free fucking country. Do what you want to do. If you keep living in those modern times, not modern times, but those past times, we're not evolving as a state. We're not growing as a country. Because, what the fuck was the point with Martin Luther King? Martin Luther King made sure that we had all equal rights. But he also made sure that every black man could get what he wants. And if he wants a white woman, he's going to get a white woman, okay? And that's what he did. And I'm kidding. It's just, when you have that, you don't, but it's always the black woman. Black guys are not too mad with certain things. With there are some that are haters, but it's like not as bad as women. Well, if I'll be like there, I see a woman and I see a woman, oh, okay, that's nice, cool. I'll keep it moving. So she's pretty, that's fine. Keep it moving. And you constantly do that and you keep it moving. And and then some people say, what, you don't want her to be with? No. And then the guys don't take it personally. We dap them, we keep them moving. It's the woman that don't want the black man to be with a, white woman. And it's always been like that. It's just they don't like it. And it's just a thing been like that for years. It's just, but it's a common trait now because a lot of black men are going to white women. And I think it's the fact that they're tired of the games. Not saying the white women don't do the same thing. They do. But they're just tired of it. Look at Michael B. Jordan. He will never go with a black woman again, not on a celebrity level, like Lori Harvey, which I don't blame him. She is like when he got with her, I said, God bless you. Because whatever you want to, you could tell it was all a PR thing, but he could have got with anybody else. My God, you could have got with any goddamn woman on the goddamn planet. Literally that. That is your choice. That. But it's good for PR. She's a beautiful woman, no doubt. Laura Harvey is. But with the body count she has, with the name and reputation she has, I want to touch her with a flagpole. I'm like, no. You bring my brand down. Because in a way, Michael didn't need her. She needed him. And if you notice, when she left him, her stock has went down. His stock is going back up because of this movie and everything like that. She needed him, and she benefited the most out of him. Granted, what it did was kind of help his image out with the black community, with the women. But it is what it is, and that's Michael B. Jordan. And he should do what he wants. I don't care what an agent tells me to do. Oh, you need to date this black woman because she'll bring up your image. Lori Harvey? Yeah. I said, oh, no. Anybody else? That's the only one. She's the only popping black woman right now. I said, wait. Lori Harvey. She got a body count known as man. So, it's crazy. And then like there was an interview she did, like the internet's crazy. They said that I was dating a father and a son at the same time. That's not the case. Hear what she said. That's not the case. She never disputes she wasn't dating the father, and she never disputes she wasn't dating the son. She just said not at the same time. I said, oh, you a hoe. So you decided to do it at separate times. That's still fucking bad anyway, because you're still dating Diddy. I'm like, yo, like, who is this woman? Like, that's not what I do. That's not what I do. Okay, well, you did it, honey. It's all over the goddamn screen because it's all over the internet and everything. I'm like, yo. But, like, what's the saying? Trying to turn a hoe to a housewife or something like that, it ain't working. I mean, and then it is what it is. But I would never date Lori Harvey. And then, like, she's dating this new dude. And I'm going off topic with here. And this is going to be one of those Johnson Talk videos anyway. I'm already at 10 minutes, so we'll keep going. And she's dating this other dude. And I'll keep up with it because, again, I'm on the Instagram or on the Facebook and he's from Snowfall. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And they show the video of them because it's like on clips and stuff. She's controlling that whole thing. Like, you watch is like, there's certain ways the guy look for the camera and this is everything. You kiss and just make good look for the I said, ain't no way in hell I can do that in no relationship. Ain't no way in hell you gonna dictate, oh, you can kiss me now. Oh, I can kiss you when the fuck I want to kiss you. If you don't let me kiss you, then I'm going somebody else. Why do you think a lot of these hot actors go for models? Because that there ain't for me. Now, Ben Affleck, love him to death. He went back with J-Lo, which is a terrible idea because she can't keep a man to save her life. Got the body, got the looks, but for the years she could not keep none of them. Why is that? Well, Johnson, Ben Affleck can't keep a woman either. He kept Jennifer Garner for a minute. He really did. What happened with that is, oh God, I blame Batman v Superman on that shit. That man, it made him drink again. I hate that Batman made him drink. But that's a whole different video. But he was with Jennifer Garner for a while. He was. Now, was he happy? Absolutely, because before he got to doing other stuff like Batman, he started drinking, and that was the cause of the end of their relationship. And I don't think it's something that happened over like, oh, they did it for a couple years. I mean, I think it was over time though, but I think it got worse because it was just, a bad point in his life. So, what else? I'm trying to think here. That's it. I don't have nothing else to say. This video went longer than expected. This was just a random Johnson Talk video. I just want to talk about that. But yeah, Michael B. Jordan did pretty good with this. He handled this pretty well. Just be careful what you say to people and be careful because people will remember. And then again, do I think this could have been hell? He could have left it alone, not say nothing. Yes, but I feel that with all he's been dealing with the Laura Harvey thing, and you could tell that got to him a little bit. He's like, nah, it didn't get to me. It got to him. It got to him because it made him look weak. It got to him because his character. It also got to him because you could tell that it kind of hurt his image. Because people probably told him, like, this is not a good idea. Because everybody knew how she was. And he probably said, you know what, fuck it. The way I see things right now with him and the way I'm seeing things, this is just me looking from a different point of view with this whole situation. I think he will definitely be mindful who he dates. I think he'll be definitely he will never do a celebrity relationship like this again. If it is, it will not be with a black woman. And if it is, it won't be with a black actress. It'll be either with a singer, which I think is always better. An actor and a singer get together. They usually do somewhat last sometimes, but honestly, he needs to go for a model. They don't go. Only thing they want to do is look pretty, and they'll keep their mouth closed and they'll let the man talk. You notice that. Why do you think a lot of the actors date models? Because they're not in the Hollywood industry. And why do you think a lot of the actresses date outside the industry? Because they're not in the industry. There's only certain few times where actors and actresses get together, and there's only a handful. But you don't see a lot of actors and actresses get together. They'll sleep together. Oh, I have no doubt. But they will not marry in, like, it's weird. If, for example, the only time it's been like Will Smith and Jada Smith, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, see how that shit turned out. Who else? But there's always the saying. It's a pattern. And you've been seeing it. If you keep up with the industry, you can look at it like, don't. But like a high celebrity relationship, no. I think Michael B. Jordan needs something like a model who's high profile, but not. Hate to say it, you know how Tom Brady got with his ex? That's kind of what he needs in a way. And I think he'll be fine if he's dating that new girl he's talking about. She's not bad looking. And somebody will, does he need date somebody white? No, he could date one outside his race. Hell, what's that girl name? She's blowing up right now. That singer, let me get her name right now. And then I'm about to be done with this video. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. So, let me see. And I'll end it right now. I know most of you guys are probably tired of me talking. Chloe Bailey. Yeah. She's popping real hard. Somebody like Chloe Bailey. Yeah, I think if that's up his alley, that's something. She's young, and that's up his alley. He can probably get, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. As always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace, have a Johnson day. This video went long with the expected.